Progressive brings you Flowetry with Flo.
When Flo flows, she flows in the know. Mind ruminates the rates. Shown them all, I heed the call. Seeing the rest, I choose the best. Sometimes it's ours, sometimes it's not. When the fox walks, is it called a fox trot? That's a real question.
Compare Progressive Direct rates with competitors' rates. Visit Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Comparison rates not available in all states or situations. Prices vary based on how you buy.
Hi, I'm Stunning Stella Cheeks.
And I'm the Enigma Erin Klein.
And this is
Not Your Demographic,
a feminist wrestling podcast.
Shockingly, those exist.
My favorite song that they ever used was Cool for the Summer.
Oh my god.
Because it didn't make any sense to me that Demi Lovato was singing a WWE theme song.
Yeah, that's true. They also used Demi Lovato's Confident for the women's match last year for their package. I don't know if she's into wrestling or if she's just like, I know I can make a lot of money by giving them this song. I mean, it's super smart.
We're both also eating ice cream because I'm on my period.
Mm-hmm. And I have allergies.
Ladies have periods.
Yeah, I do. And some men.
Yes.
How are you? How was your week?
Fine. I worked over 11 hours today, so I'm...
It's disgusting.
A little crabby.
Great.
Part of the reason why I'm eating this ice cream.
I know what will make you feel better. We'll talk about WWE for an hour and a half.
Haha! Do we have any news? I don't have any theater talk this week.
I was thinking the same thing. I was like, do I have any updates on my high school theater life? I don't think so.
Do you have any high school updates? I love that some people really loved it and some people were like, no. Is this a wrestling podcast?
No.
Kinda not.
It's also Tangent City. You should just know if a podcast has been around for 50 plus episodes and you don't want to hear anything except the air quotes intended content or whatever, just skip the first fucking 30 minutes. Like... That should just be common knowledge. Are we the only podcast that you've listened to? Is this your first rodeo? I don't think that it is. You should just skip ahead. That's fine.
Before we forget, so you don't get moody like last week, what's your goddamn tripod?
Oh, I do have, this was going to be part of my How's My Week. I listened to all of S-Town yesterday. It's the podcast by
Nick
Serial.
was just talking about it.
Holy fucking shit. It is a work of art.
What is it about?
One of the best podcasts I've ever listened to. Okay, so it's about a man who works for a public radio station and this guy who lives in, he calls it Shittown, Alabama. It's a very small town in Alabama. So he calls up this,
It's not the peanut capital of the world, Alabama?
No, it's the child molester capital of the world, Alabama.
Well,
yeah.
You know, Alabama's got many capitals of the world.
Many capitals. It's a very diverse place, it seems.
Got peanuts.
So he calls up this public radio guy and he's like, there was a murder in my town and everyone is so corrupt that they covered it up for years and I have no idea who to turn to and I need you to come help me. And so this guy goes down to Alabama to meet this guy and he's like, well, okay, I gotta find this murder. Like, pull this out of thin air. And it's what happens after that. And I literally don't want to say anything else because it was very
scary.
No, it's
okay.
Very sad though. I'm gonna give a context-free. This happens like 3 episodes in. Spoiler, non-spoiler. It's a trigger warning. If you have a hard time with suicide talk, there is one episode where there's a very detailed discussion about somebody who commits suicide, and so it was like I have had problems, like suicidal problems in my past, and I found it a little startling and like, ooh, shit, I wish I kind of had a warning about this, but other than that, like...
Stop being a snowflake, Erin.
I know, right? Such a whiny little bitch. But it was amazing. It's only 7 episodes long, all of it's out right now. I binged the whole thing I like cried all day. It was so fucking good. It's just like, it's so moving and it's like deeply, deeply sad. And once you like get into the town and the people who are involved in this, it's a very interesting character piece about people living in this town, and it is amazing.
Cool.
I absolutely recommend it. It's like 7 hours long. Just binge listen to it. It was incredible. So that's my tripod recommendation. What's your tripod recommendation?
Pod Save America.
I've heard really good things about that.
So, it's by the guys that did Keeping It 1600, which I loved.
Really?
And then it just went away after the inauguration, and they did not make like an announcement on what I was listening to, and I don't follow them on Twitter, I don't think, that was like, hey, we're now going to go to this different channel and start this new podcast. So I was like, well, that sucks. I really miss this podcast. This is like one of my favorite podcasts. And then somebody random on Facebook was like, good political podcasts, go. And then I joined on because I listen to a lot of political podcasts. And a bunch of people were like, Pod Save America. And I was like, I don't know what this is. I listen to so many politics podcasts. How did I not know? Because I've listened to them for a while, so I don't often go back and be like, what am I missing? And then as soon as I played it, I was like, God damn it, these are the Keeping It 1600 guys. This is some bullshit. But they're back, and it's basically the same thing with a different name.
Yeah, I've heard really good things about it. My
It's
coworker,
so good.
who sits right next to me, recommended it to me, and he listens to it at work all the time.
I listen to political-wise, I listen to On the Media, NPR Politics Podcast, Pod Save America, Vox's The Weeds, and MSNBC's like audio version of Rachel Maddow's show.
That sounds like my nightmare.
Also, a lot of the like podcasts I listen to talk about politics tangentially.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Like
a lot of
Throwing
them.
Shade, Another
Call Your
Round,
Girlfriend.
Call Your Girlfriend.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All of
That's how I prefer to get my
Ooh.
political news now.
Man.
I can't listen to straight politics stuff anymore.
I watch like tons of
stresses me out.
MSNBC all day. I love it. It makes me, I don't know, I like it. Especially last
I used
week.
to love it.
You know what I loved about last week? Every time I felt bad about last week, or even last night, I was laughing. Every time I feel bad, I just think about Paul Ryan crying. It makes me feel better.
Yes.
I read an article, whether or not this is true, I refuse to not believe that it's not true, that Paul Ryan literally was begging people on his knees.
Yes, I also heard that. I thought we were going to talk about the Papa Roach story, which
I don't know what that is, so table that. But the thought of Paul Ryan on his knees begging his colleagues to take healthcare away from poor people, and them all being like, no, that's too bad. Or some of them being like, no, it doesn't fuck poor people enough. And him being like, well, what do I do? Also, it's funny because he didn't want to be speaker in the first place. And also, it's funny because he's the worst. And it's just the best. Anytime I feel sad, I just think about Paul Ryan. Paul Ryan saying Obamacare is the law of the land made me do like a backflip.
He's such a piece of shit.
The only thing that I can't do with politics, I actually find it very hard to actually watch Donald Trump.
Oh, can't do it. I can
have
barely
to-
listen to him.
I have to
I just find him
hear.
repulsive.
It's just my brain like literally can't comprehend it. I'm just like, I don't understand how this person is this person.
Oh, he's also someone posted a gif of this yesterday of him every time he sits down he has to move something. It's because he's compulsive, and I am compulsive in a very similar way, and so it really fucking bothers me. Like, I just can't deal with it.
I have to read transcripts or listen to other people talk about it because I can't.
Yeah,
I
just
have a
can't
hard
do
time
it.
listening to him do it. I watch so much news that when I listen to the political podcast and they play clips, I'm like, well, I watched that live.
You're insane.
I watch a lot of Senate hearings. Yeah.
I can only follow that stuff. I can't watch it live. Fuck that.
Some Senate hearings make me uncomfortable. But when, like, some of the Democrats are on fire, I love it. Like, anytime Al Franken is talking, I love it. I love Senator Whitehouse. Senator Whitehouse, like, I ain't got shit. Like, he doesn't pull punches. He's just like, that's not what I asked you. That's, like, his favorite catchphrase. That's not actually what I asked you.
I love it. Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
I saw so much talk today, too, about how Democrats are like, we have literally nothing to lose if we just block Gorsuch. Like, who gives a shit?
Yeah.
I was like,
The whole-
hi, welcome to the fucking party.
Yeah.
Every single question for the rest of this hearing should be, Garland? Garland? Is your name? It's not? Oh, I'm sorry. Fuck you.
I don't remember which senator said it, but somebody said, oh, Obama got to name 2 Supreme Court justices, and we let them through their confirmation hearing, whatever. And then I think it might have been Whitehouse who was like, I just would like to point out that Obama actually named 3, so just for the record. I love how catty the Democrats are getting.
Good,
Whatever.
fucking
They
need
need
to.
it. They need to keep this shit up, because if we get like middle road Schumer shit, Schumer's good right now, but Schumer gets fired up and then like pisses his pants and then is like, I'm afraid to actually do stuff.
Right? It's such fucking bullshit. Ugh.
Anyways, I love politics.
You're fucking crazy. You listen to as much politics podcasts as I listen to true crime stuff, which is your nightmare.
Yeah. My nightmare is listening to that much true crime. Eating ice cream is not great because then you put it in your mouth and it's cold.
I don't know, my teeth are like, oh, fuck.
Whatever, it's WrestleMania with
WrestleMania. What wrestling shirt are you wearing?
I'm wearing my Heidi Lovelace shirt.
I love that shirt. It's so
in
cool.
celebration of her premiere on NXT as Ruby Riott.
Yeah, Ruby Riott.
She looked great. Even for her little cameo, I love it.
I'm ready. I'm ready for her post-Mania.
I'm ready for Kimber.
Yes.
What is Kimber's name going to be?
I don't know.
Wait, what's this Papa Roach thing?
Oh. There was a story that after Paul Ryan came out of the White House after meeting Trump, when Trump was going to like force him to take it to vote because he's a fucking moron, and Paul Ryan was like, we can't do this. He walked out and gave the lamest thumbs up of all time with this like super frowny face. And then there was a report that he got into his car, and before they could get out of earshot, they could hear him blaring Papa Roach's Last Resort.
Oh, Paul Ryan is a farce.
That is not true. But if we all believe it hard enough, I think it
I
becomes
believe it.
true.
I believe that he was on his knees crying, begging people, and I believe that he listened to Papa Roach Last Resort.
Yeah, I know, right?
I refuse. You know what? Fake news is like troubling, but if this is the fake news that exists, just like shaming Paul Ryan, I'm fine with that.
I'm fine with it too. Did you see those ridiculous workout photos of him? Ugh. There was one of him doing the girl stop face, but it was the crying Jordan over him. I laughed very hard. It was very satisfying. Ooh, other satisfying things. Bannon apparently went into the Freedom Caucus and tried to demand that they vote for this bill.
And they were like
laughed at him. Like, bitch, we're rich white men. No one has ever told us what to do. Ugh. Fucking ridiculous.
Yep.
Okay, anyway, so you're wearing your Heidi Lovelace shirt.
Yeah. What wrestling shirt are you wearing?
I'm wearing my Shinsuke Nakamura King of Strong style shirt.
I love that we are both wearing NXT shirts and we are not going to talk about NXT.
Nope, we're not.
If you want to know our NXT thoughts and predictions for NXT TakeOver, I almost said Chicago.
I fucking wish.
NXT TakeOver Orlando. The ultimate thrill ride.
They're building a roller coaster.
I know.
Ridiculous.
I know.
Are the New Day gonna ride a roller coaster?
Will it work?
I don't know.
I feel like they should not let anybody ride it.
I just want New Day to climb it. I don't need them to ride it.
New Day? I'm gonna have to edit so much like chewing.
Sorry.
No, it's my fault. I was doing it.
That's true. You are the one chewing.
Go over to cagesideseats.com on Friday. I think it's on Friday. It'll be on Friday or Saturday. Whatever. Pre-takeover.
Before the show airs.
Link to it on our Tumblr, but me and Erin are gonna participate as we always do with the NXT TakeOver predictions.
Yes.
We're like a part of the panel now.
I know, it's great.
Here's my prediction. It'll be a good show. Wink. Yeah. I don't know why there was a wink there. That made it seem like it wasn't going to be a good show.
Disingenuous?
I don't know. I think it will be a good show.
I think it'll be a good show too, actually.
We're obviously not watching NXT right now because we're recording this, but the couple things that I liked from last week was Ruby Riott, obviously. I love that Cassius Ohno was like, so who are you? Elias Sampson? Also, his song was really funny.
I did not see it.
What? It's funny. You need to go back and watch it. It's very funny. He did a good job.
Good, I'm glad.
Oh, but the stipulation for the match tonight is loser quits WWE.
Yeah, I think Elias Sampson's moving up to SmackDown.
What?
I've heard rumors of that for a minute. Yeah.
Great. They need more people that they can just be like, fuck you, squish.
Baron Corbin needs
joking.
Enhancement talent.
That's true, I guess. Dean called him Baldy.
Did he really?
Yeah.
I did not see that part of Talking Smack. I only watched the beginning of it and then I did other things.
He called him Baldy, and it was very funny.
Also, Dean?
I know, right? Like, pot kettle?
Although, I did see a photo of Dean as a teenager, and he's had a receding hairline since he was about 11 years old, so it makes me feel less weird about it.
Dean as a teen. Teeny
very
Dean.
adorable.
They're done with his ice cream.
What?
Are you done with the ice cream?
Yes, I am done with the ice cream.
Okay. I can't believe you didn't watch watch NXT?
I was very busy. I'm sorry. I had 2 people come into town this weekend, so it was quite busy getting drunk all over the city. Did not have time to watch NXT.
Where did you get drunk?
I went to Big Star and had tacos and got drunk. It was delicious. And then we went to...
Their margaritas are so good.
I had a cactus and rose. I had 2 of them. I was like, ooh, I'm a little drunk.
Yeah.
Yeah, my friend Kyle was in town and he had a margarita. It was fucking delicious. And then we walked 2 miles to a gin bar.
What gin bar?
I don't remember what it's called. It had a bunch of really fancy furniture. It started with an S.
Scofflaw?
Scofflaw? Yeah.
Sloughlaw?
I don't know. I was drunk when I got there.
Scofflaw is great.
Yes, it is great. We had a couple of really good drinks there, too. So that was super fun. And then we, played games all night. It was super fun. And we got drunk while we did that. And my friend Sarah came into town, and we watched wrestling and got very stoned. So I watched a bunch of old wrestling, but did not watch NXT. My bad.
You're bad at this.
I am bad at this. When I'm in school, I'm really bad at this. Although I'm, setting up my last quarter and a half, and I'm, figuring out how to fit more stuff in. I think I'm going to try and do one of my capstone projects about podcasting. So I think that will help to push me to watch more wrestling also.
We'll see, won't we, Erin?
Yeah, I guess so, Stella.
Okay, so let's talk about WrestleMania. Do you have any news?
I don't think so.
News. News. It's WrestleMania week. Renee Young got extensions.
Yeah, Renee got extensions. No, I do not have any news.
Daniel weirdly shamed her. He was like, I don't understand why you would put fake hair on. And I'd be like, first of all, look at your family.
Yeah, seriously.
Step 1. Step 2, we've had this conversation on Total Divas before. Part of the way that these women make money is the way that they look.
Yeah, exactly.
Just go watch that episode of Total Divas you were on, okay?
Yeah. Dummy.
Daniel.
You dummy.
Sometimes I really like him, and sometimes I'm just like, Daniel! He's just so superior.
Yes, he's very superior. I don't know. I guess if you were robbed of the last 20 years of your career, you might feel superior as well.
Yeah, but now he's kind of got a super cushy job.
Yeah, that's true. He does. He is really good at it, though.
He can he's great at it, but he can I know that he can't do the thing that he loves, but he gets to kind of do the thing that he loves, and also will probably be able to do it for a really long time.
Yeah, that's true. It's also only been a year, so yeah. I think that's part of it. But he
was also a superior dick before that.
That's true. He has kind of always been.
Don't give him excuses.
Okay, fine.
No news. We talked about NXT a little bit. I am so Kyle the gentleman who writes for Cage Side about TNA is at WrestleMania. Jealous. So I am going to actually watch TNA this week, and I'll be doing the recap. A little nervous because I haven't watched TNA in 3 weeks, but I'm doing it from the perspective of somebody who used to watch it and now doesn't. So we'll see how that goes. But I'm also getting a filling right before then, so maybe I'll be really high while I watch it.
Yeah, maybe you'll really enjoy it.
This is brilliant. Just super high. So if you want to know my thoughts on TNA, the person who tweeted at us and was like, I disagree about the Hardy thing, he responded with a, thanks for addressing it on the podcast. And then he was like, I still disagree. You said that TV time is money, and that the Hardys could have made this famous on the internet without TV time, but then why didn't they just do that? Well, first of all, they paid for all the TV time.
Yeah, exactly.
Step 1.
They did not make money from that. They lost a lot of money.
They got all of the views almost exclusively from the internet.
Right, exactly.
If the Hardys had wanted to do that, then they could have. They didn't because they were signed with TNA at that point, and they believed in TNA at that point,
right,
and wanted to elevate it. But I truly, in my heart of hearts, believe that they could have done it on the internet. Also, I think they misunderstood when I said it sucks to watch TNA because they use all of their talent. So when they do these massive exits, that you lose half storylines. I'm not saying that you shouldn't push people or have storylines. What I'm saying is when somebody at WWE gets released, it's usually somebody who's nobody's paying attention to.
Yeah.
When you lose half your active roster that's in main storylines,
right, it makes a huge
because you
impact.
fucked up contracts, that's a little different. And I'm not saying you should only push stars. That's literally not what I'm saying at all.
Right.
I'm just like, TNA has a smaller roster. They use everybody. So if you lose half of it, it's a big deal.
Yeah, exactly.
Has nothing to do with pushing little guys over big guys, yada, yada. That's not what I'm talking about.
It's the same thing like a year ago when half the fucking Knockouts division was gone. It was so noticeable because they already had a small division that once it was like, oh, fuck, all of these people are gone and injured
honestly,
and having babies.
I've been watching TNA long enough that it happens all the time.
Yeah, it happens a lot.
This one was a lot.
Yeah.
So.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree.
Those are my thoughts. I don't really want to talk about it anymore. We're just agree to disagree.
The wound is fresh still, okay?
Agree to disagree. All right, so we're going to talk, instead of talking about Raw and SmackDown and 205 Live, we're just going to talk about the WrestleMania card, and then we'll just intersperse our thoughts about what happened on Raw and SmackDown and predictions and what have you.
Yes.
Streamlined.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, that's right. We're a very streamlined podcast. We're a
straight
very
on all the way through
put together podcast.
Yes.
Also, I'm having a WrestleMania party, and I am having a lot of food, and all of my food is theme names with wrestling. Thanks to some people who helped me come up with deviled egg names. Thank you so much. I also did a lot of research on children's birthday parties who have had wrestling themes and used puns. So thanks to all the moms who put their WWE wrestling parties for their 8-year-olds on Pinterest.
I'm going to be at this party, and I'm going to be as excited as those 8-year-olds would be, I bet.
Yes. I also bought a lot of WrestleMania or wrestling like Party City stuff. Got some plates. They're all very old though, like Sin Cara's on them. You're like,
oh
no, not Sin Cara's on them. Rey Mysterio's on them. That's how old they're. It's
I'm sorry.
It's John Cena, Daniel Bryan, The Rock, I think Punk, and Rey Mysterio.
What the fuck?
So these are old plates.
These plates are old as fuck.
But great plates? I'm not sure.
Awesome. Fantastic. I can't wait to eat off of CM Punk's face, I guess.
I would like to eat off of his face.
Yeah, I bet that you would.
Speaking of people whose faces I want to eat off of, the Cruiserweight Championship match.
Which of their faces do you want to eat off of exactly?
Obviously, Austin Aries.
Oh, yes.
But if Neville was like, hey, eat something on my face, I'd be like, all right.
Okay, fair.
I'm fine with that.
That's fine.
But only if you're a bad guy.
Right.
Because that's a good guy. No.
No, thank you, superhero.
What do you want me to eat off your face? Also, what a weird thing to say. In two ways.
Anyways.
This match is on the kickoff. How do you feel?
I get it. I understand.
Yeah.
It sucks, but like this card is so stacked. I understand why the cruiserweights are on here. They're a new division. They've only been around since the summer.
This
is going to be the first introduction to the cruiserweights that some casual fans are having. Like, I
thought Austin Aries did a good job on Twitter being like, it doesn't matter where we are in the card. Yeah. Like, we're going to tear it down, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Now the kickoff is must watch because I'm going to make it great.
I mean, the kickoff is must watch. Like,
yeah, it is. It really is.
Yeah, like my problems with the kickoff show aren't necessarily all about the booking. They're more about the long-term effects of being on the pre-show because people don't go back and watch them, and like that sucks. That's like my biggest problem with it.
Yeah.
Because then people won't get to see this match. They won't get to. I mean, who gives a fuck about the Andre the Giant Battle Memorial Royale, whatever the fuck it's called? But like,
I do.
It does suck that the championships often wind up on the pre-show, and then when you go back and watch the main cards later, it's like, oh, that sucks that they weren't even around. But it's like they're just not linked on the network. Which
maybe they will link them. Who knows?
They should.
They should at least like take the matches out and like put them up top.
Yeah,
or something.
It's really bizarre. Like I don't understand why you wouldn't link them or have an option available where you can watch both of them at once, where it'll just streamline. Like I don't know why you can't do that. But because WWE's behind the time.
We shall
Dear
see.
WWE, let me streamline your product.
Dear WWE,
I have a lot of suggestions.
You're a little behind the times in a lot of areas.
Yes, very true.
I think the build up to this match has been excellent. Austin Aries gyrated with the New Day.
Yes, he did.
That was
he did.
Amazing. Literally everything I've ever wanted. So,
yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then
Ride or Die.
on Ride or Die with both of them, all four of them. Ride or Die.
Mm-hmm.
And then on 205 Live, they had another good build-up. Neville was basically like, you want to know what 205 Live is like without me? Roll the footage. And then it just played nothing. And he was like, that's right, this is nothing without me.
Yeah.
Then Austin Aries came out and was just like, we're going to make it great. I respect you, but I'm better than you. I'm great. You're just good. Whatever. And then Neville punched him. And then Austin Aries, like, took the microphone and, like, blasted him in the ear.
Yeah.
There is no way Neville was not pissed.
Yeah, that was pretty fucked up.
It was right in the ear.
Yep.
And then Last Chanceried him.
Yep. That was, that was a thing that happened.
Because not only did you get hit in the ear, but, like, with a loud sound effect.
Yeah. Yeah, he, like, put it, like, right in his ear canal. Like, whacked him with it. Like, calm down.
Everyone's so excited.
Because it's the thrill ride of whatever.
The ultimate thrill ride.
Yeah.
I love that on Talking Smack, Dan O'Brien was making fun of the ultimate thrill ride. He just kept screaming it.
Because they used it so many
I
times
know.
this week. Like, oh my god, we fucking get it.
We get it. You're in Orlando. There are roller coasters.
WrestleMania Starburst, we get it. Who cares? I hate that they don't use numbers. It really bothers me. Like, we all know that this is WrestleMania 33. Why doesn't
Is it called WrestleMania Starburst?
It's just WrestleMania, and the logo has a starburst in it.
The ultimate thrill ride.
Yes, exactly. It's WrestleMania Starburst, the ultimate thrill ride.
Who do you think is gonna win?
I think it's gonna be Austin Aries.
Austin Aries. I love that the crowd could not get their shit together. They were like,
I know.
rowing your boat, like, in rounds.
Yes.
Like, Austin Aries. And then, like, you would start. So dumb. But at least everyone was cheering for him.
Yes, I agree.
There was a lot of errant CM Punk chants this week. That was just like, get over it.
There were so fucking many. Like,
Honestly, as someone who still genuinely likes CM Punk, despite everything, everyone I know, leave me alone. It's so annoying.
It's so annoying. It's like the what chant. It'll just last forever. It'll never go away. It's because it still bothers Triple H every once in a while. Every once in a while he'll trip up.
He has a legacy still.
Yeah, right?
We may not count your Undertaker match, but we hear your voice your name every week.
That's still just fucking hilarious.
It's very funny. Yeah, I think that Austin Aries wins too, and then they continue to have a feud for a while.
Yeah, I agree. Honestly, I'd be happy either way. I think they're gonna have a great match. Like, I feel like if Neville holds the belt, it gives it a little more of. I mean, he's held it for a minute. It did hot potato for a while, but it feels like Neville's been holding it for a minute. So if Austin got it now, it wouldn't feel so hot potatoey. But if Neville has to, like, cheat to win at WrestleMania, that's a good way to keep it going on the other side. And I think it's a good way too for Neville to keep the belt and put those numbers behind his reign as Cruiserweight King or whatever. So I don't know. I feel like if Neville wins, it'll probably be by some kind of shenanigans.
Are there other cruiserweights going to be in the Andre the Giant?
I don't know. I'm honestly not sure.
I hope so.
That would be nice to get a couple of them.
Yeah, and they're like, it would be great to see like Mustafa Ali or, I mean, honestly, anyone. Rich Swann.
Yeah.
There was some really great stuff on 205 Live this week. Alicia Fox ate a bunch of perfume.
So good. Oh my
I
God.
really want the resolution to the story to be that Alicia Fox has been sending herself these gifts.
Oh my God.
I know it's just going to be basic. Like, we find out that Rich Swann did it, whatever. But I really want it to be that Alicia Fox just kept sending herself gifts and, like, forgot maybe because she's nuts.
She's nuts,
And then, like, was like, oh, wait, no, I ordered all this stuff.
I would love that, actually. I love, too, that she's being used well, even though she's not wrestling. Like, they're doing a great job with her.
My favorite part about the perfume thing is, like, she opens a box, Rich Swann makes, like, a, like, looks like, oh, I bought that, and walks away. And then she looks behind her, like, at first you think it's, like, her thinking, like, maybe he bought it. But no, it's looking around to make sure nobody is watching while she eats perfume.
That's good. Like, oh my fucking God. She's the most Alicia Fox she's ever been.
And it's great.
It is great. It's so good. I feel like there are times where
I want that to be your new catchphrase, where she just randomly puts things in her mouth and is like, that's good. I know that's problematic, but it's still very
really
funny.
Yeah, I like too that, like, they used to paint her on Total Divas as this, like, eye roll drama crazy, and this feels like genuinely like crazy.
And it
Like,
also
this is
feels
real
like
crazy
she's in on the
behavior.
joke.
Yes,
Not like we're
exactly.
painting her in this way.
Exactly.
It's reality TV. It's like, obviously she was like, I'm going to eat that perfume, okay?
Right? She's playing this, like, certifiable character, and in all the ways that Dean is not good for the lunatic thing, I think that she is right for this, like, crazy thing.
Yeah.
She's doing it the right way. It doesn't feel gross and exploitive of her as a woman, and she's like not crazy because of woman things. It's like, no, she's like eating perfume
and
tearing flowers off and throwing them into the crowd. Like, she is a different kind of crazy. And
shaking boxes violently.
Like, what is it? Like, I love it. I think it's great, and I it's nice to see that they're still doing these, like, oh, these gags will make people laugh, but it's actually being done in a less sexist way, and it's really nice to see. Actually, like, I really appreciate it, and I notice it.
205 Live is fun. I like watching 205 Live. Oftentimes I just put it on the background.
Yeah.
Because I'm busy. I'm a very busy woman and I haven't got all day. That's from The Little Mermaid.
Cat just meowed disapprovingly.
Shockingly, I identified with Ursula as a child.
Oh, really?
I cannot think
You don't say.
I cannot think of one Disney movie where I wasn't on the side of the villain.
Melissa Fent, all the way, 100%. Yeah, fuck those people for not inviting her to that party. That was straight rude. Of course she cursed that baby.
That was straight
fuck
rude.
that baby. You told her to stay
I
away
also
from
was
spilling needles
always-
and she did it.
This is not great in retrospect, like being like an adult and like understanding context or whatever, but I was always really into Jafar. Like, obviously, like, the kidnap thing's not great and, like, all of that stuff.
The
but, like,
kidnapping's not great. The kidnapping's not great.
as a kid, I was like, this Jafar guy, I'm into this.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. I mean, that's sort of how I felt about Captain Hook in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
Like, that's... The cartoon
Except
Captain
for
Hook is a bumbling
The
idiot.
cartoon Captain Hook, the cartoon Jafar is, like, kind of hot.
It's kind of sexy in, like, a low-key
Right.
evil way. Yeah,
And
for
you're
sure.
like, all right. All right.
Yeah.
Jafar. You know what? Captain Hook is hot as fuck. Jason Isaacs is Captain Hook.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my God. Jason Isaacs
The
as
perfect Captain Hook.
anything, really. Even that
so
awful
hot.
character in The Patriot where he burns people alive.
I know.
He's still really hot.
I know.
I have seen The Patriot so many times.
Doesn't surprise me at all.
I watched it so much. I don't know why. I think specifically I watched it as like a young teen because I was like, didn't understand that I was like super into like Jason Isaacs. And I was like, oh, I love this movie. And I was like, no, I think you're just like weirdly horny for this. Not for like the murder and the like setting people on fire, but specifically for this one dude.
Yeah, absolutely. 100%. I totally get that.
Horny for the Patriot.
Man. I was pretty young when the live action Peter Pan came out. I was like in high school.
Yeah,
I
I think we were in high school.
Yeah. And like, yep, super
Ooh.
into that. I knew right away. I was like, oh, I see. This is what I'm into. Gotcha.
Yes.
Noted.
Meow. Jason Isaacs in anything and everything.
He looks great with silver hair in the Harry Potter series. Like, he
looks great all the time.
Ugh.
Jason Isaacs.
so good looking.
So good looking.
What were we talking about?
I don't know, WrestleMania, I guess. Oh my God, what were we talking about?
205 Live?
Yeah. So, Austin Aries, double A. Are you looking at my cat? He's so handsome.
He looks so angry.
He's the one that sat here. I'm not making him
I know,
sit
that's
here.
why it's funny. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm going to take a picture of him.
Take a picture of this baby.
He's so upset.
He's not upset, though. That's the thing. He just looks upset. Like me. He gets it. SmackDown Women's Championship match on the kickoff show because you know what looks great in the daytime? Glow in the dark things.
Yeah, totally. It's going to be in her hometown.
In her hometown. Feel the sunshine?
Yeah, right? I don't know how they're going to make this work.
We'll see.
I hope they figure it out.
I am a little shocked that they didn't wait till WrestleMania, but now that I know it's on the kickoff show, it makes sense because they're like trying to drive traffic to the kickoff show.
Yeah, it makes a lot more sense.
So that makes sense. I am super excited that she's back.
I am too.
I like that her hair goes from black to blue to green now.
Yeah.
That looks great.
Mm-hmm. She looks
also
great.
Also, it's helpful because the themed drink that I'm going to make is like blue and green, making a feel the glow punch.
I'm very excited for this. If it's anything like your sangria, I know it's going to be delicious.
I don't think it will be like that, but it will be good. It's technically the drink is called mermaid water, but it looks
Okay.
like Naomi's hair.
Okay. That's good.
In like a not gross way.
Does it have Boone's Farm in it?
No.
Okay. All right.
But it kind of looks like it does.
Okay, great.
I could probably get away with putting Boone's Farm in it instead of the like blue stuff. I'm not going to.
Fair. That's fair.
Alexa Bliss to defend against all-female SmackDown Live superstars who are available to compete. Compete. Look, you know what else happened to me this week? I was chewing and I bit my cheek really hard. Ugh. And then, you know when you bite your cheek, it's inflamed, so then you accidentally bite it a bunch of other times. My cheek really hurts. So I'm sorry if I have mush mouth.
Well, all right. It's better than the ice cream, I guess, so that's fine. All right. All women who are available to compete. I'm excited for this. I think Naomi's going to win. I think it's the...
Do you think she's going to win even though they, like, brought her out and toted her around? That
Wrestlemania.
Her fucking... When she came out and she delivered that, like, standing hurricanrana or whatever to Natty.
It was awesome!
It was beautiful.
It was
on both of them. They both nailed the shit out of that.
Yeah, it looked really fucking good. I'm very excited about it.
Also, I kind of love that Natty is leaning into the Bret Hart thing. She's like, who, Bret Hart, who? I'm the best there ever was.
It's perfect.
Like,
such
just
good heel work.
Because also it's like, if you're gonna... We all know that you come from the hearts. Use this fucking music. Like, they're never gonna let you let it go.
Yeah.
In a way that they've, like, kind of let Charlotte go now. And they've, like...
Yeah.
They're kind of like, I know it never will, but like at some point, specifically with Natty, like her just like owning it and leaning into it is actually really working, and it's not like a detriment.
Yeah, I totally agree. And I agree. I love that she's like, this is about me. I'm the center of this, not my ex-uncle who gives a shit about those people. Me, I'm the greatest. Like, I love it. I think it's great. And people are so irritated by it, and so you know it's working.
I met somebody who had a Bret Hart tattoo. He was very nice, and he might be listening to this podcast. I don't know, but I didn't have the heart to tell him that I hate Bret Hart.
Oh.
So if you are listening, it was really great talking to you, and I'm glad that you're listening, and your artwork is really great, because he showed me his artwork, and but I didn't want to tell him that I hate Bret Hart. Yeah,
that was very nice of you to not say that.
I know.
You do really hate Bret Hart.
He's just such a whiny bitch. He always has been a whiny bitch. Even when he was like the top guy, he's a whiny bitch.
That's how I feel about Shawn Michaels. Whiny bitch loves Jesus far too much. So I get it. I totally understand. I also hate somebody that everybody loves. I get it.
And it's not that we hate people who love Jesus. Like, Summer Rae is very religious. We both like her.
Chris Jericho's hella religious.
I didn't know that.
He leads the prayer circle every day before Raw starts.
Do they all have to pray?
No, just the ones that want to.
There's a prayer circle?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm fine with it.
Uh-huh. That's great.
As long as you're not, like, writing books about it.
I talked to somebody today.
Like Shawn Michaels. I guess you can write books about it. Whatever. You can like Jesus.
It's fine. You can like Jesus. You just can't tell me that I have to like Jesus.
The thesis of this podcast is it's fine to like Jesus.
I hope that that's the title of this episode.
It's fine to like Jesus.
Yeah, I talked to somebody on Twitter today. He was like, oh, I'm a practicing Catholic who I've like interacted with before. And I was like, this was a very pleasant conversation. I did not, as a former Catholic, I'm very proud neither of us got into an argument over this, which was really nice. I was like, we can relate to people different than us. So it's okay. You can like Jesus if you want. I just personally dislike the way that Shawn Michaels likes Jesus because it's bullshit.
Yeah, you can like Jesus and look at porn.
Yeah, absolutely. Don't let it trash your marriage. It's ridiculous.
I read something that I'm not unverified because I didn't verify it because I read it on the train, that Mike Pence doesn't have dinner with women if his wife is not there, and never drinks unless his wife is there.
He doesn't have...
Oh, I read it from your Twitter.
Yes, you read
Explain.
it from... Okay. He doesn't have dinner alone with a woman who is not his wife. So there can be other men there.
Oh, okay.
It just can't be one-on-one with another woman. And he doesn't go to...
So he has no female friends.
Exactly. And he does not go to any event with alcohol being served unless she is also with him, which is insane to me. Like, how can you be so insecure in your relationship that you are terrified? This is what we were talking about, the Catholic guy and I, about how it's this like sin panic, that you're so afraid that you're gonna commit some sin and you're gonna do something wrong that you panic about it, and then that makes you do it. Like, if all you think about is I can't do this thing, I can't do this thing, I can't do this thing, like you're gonna do that thing. If you obsess about it, you're gonna do that thing.
That's how diets fail.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Instead of making it a normal part of your life, you're like, every day I have to count these calories. You either
I'm
have
not
an
allowed
eating
to
disorder
eat bread,
or it's bad.
and then you eat a whole loaf of bread.
Yeah, exactly. So yes, that is apparently a thing that happens. A bunch of people were like, it means that they're committed to each other. Like, no, that's a creepy amount of control.
That's not how commitment works.
Absolutely. Like I said on Twitter, that's like, you fucked up real bad in the beginning of your relationship, and like, this is the thing you had to do in order to stay married to this person. Like, oh, you got real drunk with a woman one-on-one, and now you're never allowed to do either of these things again. Like, oof. I've seen women put down those kind of rules for men that they're dating, like, ooh, oh no, you should just break up. Just break up.
Just break up.
If you gotta put a rule down like that, it's probably, you should just end your relationship. Get out. Get out now.
Now my head is like, do we have rules?
We have rules. I mean, we have to
Well,
have
you
rules.
have to have rules because you guys fuck other people a lot.
It's true. Yeah, it is important to have rules in that situation. We have a lot less rules than we used to.
That's good. Mm-hmm. Trust and whatnot.
Yeah, I mean, that's what happens when you're in a new open relationship. You set a bunch of arbitrary rules so people prove that they can meet these arbitrary rules, and then you're like, I actually don't care about this, and then you just let them go.
Oh.
Yeah.
The more you know about polygamy or whatever.
Polygamy.
Polyamory.
I'm only marrying one person.
Polyamory. I don't know the terms. I don't know the terms.
Whatever. I don't care.
I love the idea of you as like a Mormon wife though, with like 8 other people, and you just sitting like you in like a chair. You have long crazy hair.
It made my eye twitch.
That's what you should be for Halloween.
A Mormon. That's a good idea. It's 2 weeks before my wedding, so I don't really have time to put something together because I'm gonna be so goddamn busy. That's a good idea.
Sorry if you're Mormon, anything that's offensive, I guess.
I mean, you can be Mormon. You can
be whatever you want.
You can love Mormon Jesus if you want. Joseph A. Smith dug up some plates that he never showed anybody. That's cool. You can believe that if you want.
I mean, I still believe in vampires, so.
I know, right? I believe in all kinds of weird stuff. It's fine.
Because, like, I know that they're not real, but, like, if we found out that they were real, would anybody be really that shocked?
No, I don't think so. I think in the same way no one would be shocked.
Like, there's so much similar mythology throughout the whole world. And I know it could just be a collective consciousness, but if one day we were like, yeah, vampires are real, people would be like, yeah, okay.
Well, or they were real at some point and they've just been hunted to extinction. That's how I feel about dragons. They've probably just evolved to be lizards. Like, in the same way that dinosaurs existed, dragons probably existed closer to a human time when people could recognize them because they were dinosaurs evolving down into birds and chickens and bullshit. Like, they probably
chickens
did
are
exist.
Bullshit.
Yeah, they are bullshit.
I've oftentimes thought about cutting meat out of my diet, but then I would be like, but I would still eat chickens because, I don't know, fuck chickens.
Chickens are dumb as hell. Fuck chickens.
We've talked about 2 matches, by the way.
That's fine. Also, evolutionary-wise, other mythical creatures, I think that unicorns totally existed, and humans, much like what's happening to elephants and rhinoceroses right now, we cut their fucking horns off until they bred to not have them anymore. So, horses are unicorns.
Horses are unicorns.
It's just like, duh. This is just evolution.
You can believe in Jesus, horses are unicorns. This is the title. This is the title of this podcast. Believe whatever you want. Doesn't matter. We're all going to die. We'll all go to the same place. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, into the ground.
Speaking about dying, the 4th annual Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royale kickoff match.
Braun Strowman wins. I would love it if Sami Zayn won.
Sami Zayn wins. I refuse to believe anything else. Sami Zayn.
Is Samoa Joe in this match? What is Samoa Joe doing?
Probably.
I feel like that's what's going to happen is it's going to come down to like Braun, Samoa Joe, Sami Zayn, and Sami's got to like fight for his life and then gets eliminated. Like, I don't think that he's actually going to win it. I think it'll be much like the other times that he has come very close and then lost.
That match between him and Kevin Owens was dope.
It was really good, and like they've fought a million times.
But that's
now.
why it's
and
good.
I know that's the thing.
But
is
it's
like
never...
it still feels fresh in a lot of ways.
It does not feel stale.
Yes, I totally
because they
agree.
are both talented, evolving wrestlers, and their like characters are like black and white. Like they are the, you know, the epitome of like the heel and the epitome of the babyface, and they like are so perfectly matched.
Their feud works also.
Their
in a
feud
way,
literally can work forever.
It will work forever because it's like they do a really good job of putting them with other people and keeping them in other storylines, and then when they bring them back together, it's like this just feels like a natural extension of this feud that's been going on, this Fight Forever feud. It reminds me a lot of, it's not concentrated yet in this way, but in the way that Jericho and Shawn Michaels fought for like a year and a half, and it was that same kind of thing where they had other feuds with other people, and then it like kept intersecting, and it eventually built up to a WrestleMania match. I feel like that's something that they could eventually do with the two of them too, where it's like they've been fighting each other for 6 years, and now's the time they're finally gonna fight at WrestleMania, and people are gonna lose their fucking minds. Even if we see them 700 more times between now and then, by the time they finally get to have a WrestleMania match, we're gonna be so fucking excited about it that, like, who cares? I don't care if I've seen them fight a million times. Like, they're so good at it. Do it. I'm fine with that.
Do it. I know that it's easy to shit on this match, but I think it's a great staple of a WrestleMania. I think it's actually turning into, like, a good... this is number 4 now? Because it was Cesaro, and then Big Show won, I think, and then
Baron Corbin
won.
Yeah, so this will be.
But you know what? You never know with this match because nobody saw Baron Corbin winning.
Yeah, that's true. He did come super out of nowhere, and that was his call up too from NXT. So,
do you think there will be some NXT guys in this match?
Yes, I think there'll be at least one NXT person. That there usually is. I think that there has been every year, so it would make sense that they would put somebody in this. Yeah, maybe Ty, who's not doing anything at TakeOver, right? Or is he?
I don't know. I think there's a good chance that tonight there'll be like a Sanity.
Oh, okay.
A setup with Sanity versus the 3 guys. So Roddy and Jose and Ty, and then Ruby Riott.
Okay, that makes sense.
That's my guess.
That makes sense.
That's my guess. Ooh, God, Heidi Lovelace versus fucking Nikki Cross.
Oh,
all about it.
Yeah, that's awesome. It feels like there's a good, solid women's roster at NXT again. Like, we've been complaining about
Asuka
it.
And Ember and Liv has gotten a lot better. Billy and Peyton have gotten a lot better. And Liv, even if she's like not super great in the ring, same with Peyton and Billy, they both have solid characters now.
Yes, and I think Liv is like Billy and Peyton were when everybody else got called up, where it's like, okay, you guys are going to have to kind of lead this a little once these people move up, and I think that Liv is going to fall into that same place. She's like starting to feel her character a little more.
We're getting Heidi, we're going to get Kimber.
We're getting all of the Japanese women.
We still have Mandy Rose, who I did not dislike.
I didn't care for her. But
I don't care, but like she fits a certain niche, and she can wrestle in a way that like Eva can't.
And Daria is still there too.
I think so, yeah.
I liked her okay. She needs work. She's still very green.
Well, yeah. I mean, NXT is still developmental.
Yeah, exactly. So
you always have to remind yourself that.
Yeah, exactly. So I feel
it's like half developmental, half like indie stepping stone.
Yeah, exactly. It's this weird mushed farm league where
which is like kind of effective because you get to have these younger talents surrounded by all these like
absolutely. I was just going to say
talents.
that
not old school, but
seasoned. Established. Like people who have had more time in the ring are
I like
getting
to think
more
of them as
food.
Seasoned.
Okay, that's fine. You can think of them like that. That's fine. Is there anything else on the pre-show? Is that it?
No, that's it.
Okay.
Renee Young will be on the pre-show.
Yes, she will.
I believe Shawn Michaels will be on the pre-show.
Okay.
Booker T will be on the pre-show.
Isn't left to run for mayor yet.
Is Booker T running for mayor?
Yeah.
I thought just Kane was running for mayor.
Both running for mayor of different towns.
Well, obviously. I would hope so, or then this would just turn into some like weird
fuck you, Kane
WWE feud in the mayoral race.
Right? I wish.
What are Booker T's political linings?
I have no idea. He's black, but he lives in Texas, so I don't know. He's
also wealthy and has worked in professional wrestling for a long time.
Exactly, so I don't know. I'm not sure.
Moderate Republican?
That's kind of what I'm thinking too. I don't know.
Kane is obviously a Republican.
He's a libertarian.
Worse! 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 So much worse! Believe in something.
Yeah, seriously.
It's terrible if you don't believe in anything. You can believe in Jesus. You can believe in vampires. Believe in something.
Do you remember when you went on this rant about Kane being a libertarian, and that was the time we realized the mic wasn't turned on? You went on this, like,
did I?
15-minute rant about Kane being a libertarian. You were like, I just fucking hate libertarians. I think that it's such bullshit. I can't believe this. And then you were like, oh my God.
Also, my best friend is a libertarian.
Yeah, and it's bullshit.
Also a gay man. So we have very interesting talks.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, fuck you for being a libertarian.
But honestly,
you're falling in the middle because you have this other thing.
Phil makes some good points sometimes, which really upsets me. But I also, like, am like, well, that was a very well thought out argument, and while I disagree, I'm not like wanting to kill you, because at least he's very smart and like he has reasons to believe the crazy things he believes.
Yep. Yep.
Sorry, Phil, you don't listen to this. I love you.
It's true. Anyway.
I can't believe that you guys lost the magic of my Kane libertarian
It
rant.
was epic, and you realized that you had not turned the mic back on after we'd come back from a bathroom break.
That's really funny.
It was really shortly after I forgot to turn the mic on when we
We're having some mic issues.
Yeah, we were having a couple of mic issues about turning it on, and so you guys missed that.
It's very
gold.
hard.
And now you got the sequel to that today.
That motherfucker.
Congratulations,
Libertarians.
right?
I can't. Raw Tag Team Championship Triple Threat Ladder Match.
So pissed that this is a ladder match in the Women's SmackDown.
Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson versus Enzo Amore and Big Cass versus Cesaro. Oh my God, Sheamus is gonna get his face broken up again.
That was fucked up.
It's
looking.
super fucked up, but like also, so he's cleared and whatever, but like he takes one shot to the head, it's gonna reopen.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
There's no way he's not gonna get hit in the face with a ladder. It's a ladder match.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Correct.
Also, sidebar, all of those Snickers commercials are hilarious.
They are really good.
Bailey's is the best one.
I really like Bailey's a lot too.
Are you hugging kidding me? You hugging idiot? Get the fuck out of my face. Just throws straws in his face. It's so perfect.
Oh, Bailey. I wish that she was that good all the time. I'm sorry, that was me.
Well, I mean, her promos can feel very stilted. But
Yes. She's getting there. She'll get there.
We're all getting
Charlotte
there.
was bad too once.
Charlotte used to be bad, but then she had to talk every week.
Yeah,
And now she's great.
Now she's great. Bailey's the champ. She's going to talk every week. She'll be great eventually too.
I think that Enzo and Cass win.
I agree. It's a moment. They've never won tag titles before. WrestleMania is all about moments.
But I am really in love with Cesaro.
I know you are.
But I'm like becoming more in love with him all the time. First of all, Sheamus is very funny on Instagram.
He's very funny all the time, actually.
Cesaro's great. They're actually a great tag team. They're both very handsome. I want to eat things off of both their faces. Which is actually not true because, like, I don't actually want to fuck around with beards and food.
No, that's a bad
So I
idea.
guess I wouldn't eat off of Neville
off,
or
like-
Austin Aries.
I was going to say you eat off their forehead, I guess.
Ew. Foreheads are oily.
Yeah, you'd have to, like, clean it. And
I'm
then,
not
like,
going to eat food off of people. I
mean-
But I would put my mouth on their mouth.
Okay, that's fair. You could take a strawberry from their mouth into your mouth, then it's you're eating from their face.
Ew. Somehow.
Strawberry was the first thing I thought. It was gonna be an apple.
I think it's so funny
Breadstick.
that, like, people will be like, you know, sex is gross. I mean, it's great, but it's gross. But, like, the idea of, like, oh, you gave somebody your gum, or, like, you're sharing straws, and it's like, you put your face in other people's genitalia.
Right? Exactly.
You can share gum.
Right? I'm willing to put your literal tongue in my mouth, but
But how dare you try
your
and drink from my straw?
How dare you?
But if you really think about it, it's still pretty gross.
I mean, yeah, everybody swaps germs. You know what else is gross? That we ride around on public transportation all the day and then walk through our houses in the same shoes. Also very gross. We live.
Oh my god, that is really gross.
Yeah,
I mean, I always wash my hands when I get home, but, like,
Yeah. I mean, you're sitting on a
the
bus
world
seat.
is gross.
The world is disgusting.
Agoraphobia makes so much sense.
I totally understand why people live in the country if they're germaphobes. Like, the idea of, like, dirt and gross and outside. Like, it's way cleaner outside than it is in the city. Like, the city is fucking disgusting. You could stand in someone else's pee at any moment in the city. Like, that's a real thing.
You're always standing and sitting in someone's pee.
Yes.
In, like, especially on, like, the subway.
Absolutely.
You're always touching pee.
Yep. Mm-hmm. It's like, what is it? Like, within 3 feet of you, there's always a spider. You're always touching pee.
Is that real?
Yeah, like within, I don't think it's 3, it might be like 6 to 9. But there's just so many spiders, like, they're everywhere. They control our bug population. They're very necessary.
I'm not afraid of spiders.
They don't scare me either. Australian spiders scare me, but
Australia is scary.
Most things about Australia scare me, to be honest.
Did you see that story? It was on the Daily Show of that bro who jumped into a stream of alligators to impress a girl.
No.
I'm gonna send you this. It's a Daily Show thing. It is so funny. It is one of the funniest, like, errant, non-political, like, stories I've heard in a long time, and is the most, like, fucked up Australian thing ever. Oh man. Enzo and Cass.
Yeah, Enzo Cass. That's who I choose.
I
Next.
wish that Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson kept calling people nerds. I think it's so funny.
Yeah, I agree. I finally watched Southpaw Regional Wrestling all the way through. I loved it.
It's very
obviously.
More of that.
Chad Too Bad. I'm all about it. It's so ridiculous.
Intercontinental Championship match, Dean versus Baron Corbin. Dean retains.
Yeah, Dean retains. I think Dean retains. I wish that this was on the pre-show and that the SmackDown Women's match
I thought that too.
It sucks that the SmackDown Women's match helped carry TV for months and that the Intercontinental lead into WrestleMania was on Talking Smack and not on the actual SmackDown show. Like, that feels like bullshit.
It does feel like bullshit. And I like Dean, but like,
yeah, I do too.
He can be on the pre-show.
Yeah, I would usually say Intercontinental belt should be on the main show, but like you did very little build up to this, and I understand the idea that the SmackDown women didn't do the right kind of build up for this because Naomi was injured, but they put on consistently good television, consistently good matches, their whole roster for months. So it feels very, very backhanded that like SmackDown women will drive traffic to the pre-show. The Intercontinental belt wouldn't drive people to the pre-show. The Intercontinental belt feels like almost a better fit there than the SmackDown Women's Championship. So that's like my big gripe is that these are switched. But I understand why like Dean has also worked his ass off for this company and like really deserves to keep a belt. And most times if it's a one-on-one match at WrestleMania with the Intercontinental belt, the champion retains, so I feel like Dean has a really good shot of retaining too. So
I think it makes sense story-wise too.
Yeah, I agree. And like they have done a good job of building this story, even if like it wasn't the best presentation, because like they have done a great job, the two of them, even if their placement on the card as a whole with SmackDown has not been great.
Agreed.
Yes.
United States Championship match, Chris Jericho versus Kevin Owens.
Kevin Owens, duh. Like, obviously Kevin Owens
I can't wait for this. I can't wait for the video package before. I can't wait for everything about it.
I'm gonna cry. It's gonna be great.
On Raw, when Jericho put Kevin on the list, Kevin's reaction was fucking
like genuinely
gold.
Upset.
He was like angry and upset and screaming and pulling at his hair and his beard and just like spitting and like
it was
and
perfect.
Jericho's like timing. It was just so good.
It was very, very good. I loved it. I thought it said a lot about Kevin's
I
character
list
too.
Of Jericho. They sell that, right?
Yes, I believe that they do.
How much is it, do you think? Let's guess.
$12.
It's got to be more than that.
I don't know.
Their shit's expensive. Their replica shit?
All right, what do you think it is?
50.
50?
Yeah.
You are crazy.
Let's see.
There is no way that clipboard is $50.
25.
Okay. All right. That's way too expensive.
I don't know.
I wish that they would just sell the decal. I would just get a clipboard and put the fucking decal on.
But it comes with a list of Jericho paper.
That's true. I just don't need to spend $30 on a clipboard and 4 pieces of paper, though. That's very fancy stationery.
Maybe I need to spend $30.
Oh my god. What's the sale today?
20% off of all orders.
Okay. I mean, that's not nothing. It's not great, but it's not nothing. Maybe wait till WrestleMania. I feel like there's going to be good deals this weekend.
Yeah, but it'll be on like shirts and stuff, not on the clipboard of Jericho.
True. That's true.
You know how it is. Yes, I'm very excited for this match. Next match. Raw Women's Championship Fatal 4-Way Elimination Match. I did not realize it was an elimination match until Raw. Okay.
Yeah.
On Monday.
Yeah, they just announced it. I'm excited. I think it's a smart way to do this.
Let's
I like
call
it.
who goes out first.
Okay.
A sidebar. Sasha's whole look on Monday, flames.
Yeah.
Her hair looked great. Her gear looked great. She looked fucking great.
Yes, I agree. It was very good. I watched, when my friend Sarah was in town, we watched the Sasha Charlotte NXT match where all of Charlotte's extensions fall out. And I was so happy on Monday to be, after watching that, first of all, they look like fucking children. They're so little. Both of them are. It's very bizarre. But then to see her on Monday and be like, girl, your hair is finally long enough that you don't need these terrible extensions. Like, it was just ridiculous. Like, chunks of her hair were falling out. Like, I'm so proud of you, girl. Good for you.
Taking that biotin.
Right. Prenatal vitamins. What?
Or just biotin.
I mean, all things are good. But prenatal vitamins are also good
I know,
for
with your hair and your nails. I get it.
And your skin.
I get it. Mm-hmm. I don't take my vitamins because it's hard to remember.
Fair. That's fair.
I just eat ice cream.
Okay. Calcium, right? Yeah, okay.
That's the thing.
Okay, so I think... I want to say Nia goes first, although I hope not. I kind of want her to go super far in this match. I feel like...
I think it's going to be a match where, like, nobody gets eliminated for a long time.
Yeah, I think we're going to have some time before someone gets eliminated. Honestly, I hope Charlotte gets eliminated first.
I think Charlotte is going to get eliminated first.
I
think she's going to try and team up with Nia, and Nia's going to take her out.
I would really, really like that. It would be very unexpected, and especially, or like, Dana could come out. Like, Dana's not doing anything.
I think it will be
like
Charlotte, Nia, and then I feel like Bayley retains, but Sasha heel turns.
Yeah.
To set up a feud.
I agree. Maybe Sasha wins the belt on Monday, the day after.
I feel like
here's the
Bayley
thing we gotta
retains.
remember, everybody. It's not just WrestleMania. We got 3 solid days before all of these storylines are completed. Like, stuff is gonna happen on WrestleMania that the next day on Raw is gonna be turned upside down because we'll get call-ups or we'll get people changing belts. Like, that's the day the Miz won the Intercontinental belt. Right? Like, so we've got
That's
Raw.
supposed to be Emma's music.
Oh, I thought that was...
I can't do it.
For some reason, I thought you were trying to do Billy Kay's music and was like, that's really wrong, but that's okay.
No, it's Emma's.
Jesus Christ. And then on Tuesday we have SmackDown, where I feel like we're also going to get call-ups and exciting stuff. So, like, it's not just WrestleMania. That's part of it. So I feel like some of these storylines are going to end differently than we think and get resolved in the 2 days coming.
Yeah, I think Bayley retains, but Sasha turns.
Yeah, I agree.
That's my guess. SmackDown Live Commissioner Shane McMahon versus the phenomenal one, AJ Styles.
AJ Styles. I loved their promo where AJ was like, you know that this is just a match, right? Like, there's not a cage match.
He's like, if you jump off of something, you have 10 seconds to be back into this
if
ring.
you're out of the ring for more than 10 seconds, you lose.
If AJ Styles loses, I might burn all of Orlando down.
Right?
I might immediately just buy a ticket, leave my house, go to Orlando, and, like, burn that roller coaster down.
Yeah, seriously. Like, and I don't want to hear from a single goddamn person, but Shane lost last year. Shane's not a fucking wrestler and should never win at WrestleMania. The fact that he's
Shane
there
should
at
never
all.
win ever.
SmackDown, we wanted to make a brand where the management didn't put themselves first, except me, who's at a contract signing for our top star to have one of the top matches at WrestleMania.
I love Daniel and AJ's interactions on SmackDown and on Talking Smack, where Daniel and Bryan was like, sorry, I tried to make you do a handshake. I was just trying to, like, Ring of Honor days. And he was like, that was bad timing. It was very awkward. And Renee was like, yeah, he's very awkward. Also, AJ has nice arms. I never realized that until Talking Smack. Mm-hmm. And I was like, oh. Mm-hmm. I mean, there's still the problem of your face and your hair. But there are these arms.
His hair is very well conditioned.
It is very shiny and it looks very soft and what have you, but it still is
soccer mom hair.
A special haircut.
Yeah. At least he brushes it every day.
Yes.
Right?
Absolutely.
It's more than I can do with my life, so, I can't.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I brush my hair like every couple days.
I guess technically, like, if I wear braids and then I unbraid them and it's going for that frizzy look, I won't brush it because I'm, like, going for the frizzy look.
Right. I'll finger comb it and I'll make sure there aren't any, like, big knots. But
Do
I
you
don't
finger your hair often?
Yes, every day. It's a very important part of my ritual. I don't usually brush it because my hair's just so thick that it's kind of not worth it.
Finger banging hair.
Yeah.
Non-sanctioned match. Seth Rollins versus The Game. Triple H.
Seth Rollins wins. And Finn Balor comes up to challenge Triple H the next night on Raw.
Really? You don't think Finn Balor comes up the next night to challenge for the Universal Championship?
No, I do not. I think that Roman is going to challenge for that belt once Brock wins it.
I'm going to punch you in the face.
I'm sorry that's what's going to happen.
I'm going to punch you right in the nose.
I know. Isn't that really disappointing? Although if Finn is going to go into a feud with anyone, Triple H is a great person to be in a feud with.
Yeah, I mean, it would be great to have Finn back.
Yeah, I agree. And I want Finn in. I would love to have him in the Universal title picture, but do you think that they are ever going to let him beat Brock?
Weird.
No.
It's weird that Seth Rollins' whole story is, I need to get me back. I don't love that.
No, like, you were always a weaselly little shit, and that's why we liked you. Like,
yeah.
it was a great babyface promo.
Yes, but it felt weird on Seth Rollins.
Yes, I agree. I still don't really care for him as a babyface because I love him so much as a heel, but
Kingslayer.
But they're finally doing it right with him. Like, he should have done this promo months ago.
Yeah, because it felt weird. It was like, okay, if this is what we're trying to do, we're trying to get back our soul or whatever, like...
Yeah, it feels like we should have been doing this a minute ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, I completely agree. I feel like part of that is probably because he was out for a couple of weeks. Like, that, I'm sure that affected their booking in many ways. I will say, too, I think that they're doing a really good job with people who can't necessarily wrestle into the lead-up of doing a lot of storyline building that is going to pay off with wrestling later.
Yes.
I don't love that they're always doing that, but I do like that they're building storylines.
Not great for casual viewers, I feel like.
Yeah, it's kind of strange. And I feel like they're trying to reach hardcore viewers with the wrong people. It's sort of strange.
It's weird.
Whatever.
The Phenom versus the Big Dog. Control of the yard.
We all know Roman's gonna win, and then he and Brock are gonna have a 2-23-2 feud for the fucking belt. Like, whatever.
Ew. All of the,
Who
like,
gives a
Undertaker shit on Raw really bothered me. I was like, okay, fine, whatever. It's Undertaker. I like Undertaker in theory. Like, I don't love that he's still around, whatever. But, like, do we really gotta use, like, video footage from 1992?
Right? What the fuck was that video picked? I seriously felt like, who are they calling up from NXT? Undertaker's been here for years. This is fucking stupid. I also wanted it to be Roman digging fucking Taker's grave, and it wasn't. It was just, like, disappointing on every level.
Yeah.
I did not care for it.
You know what bothered me the most, though? So, Undertaker's giving him the, like, speech in the video camera, and he's like, and you will, right? Lights go up, dong, dong, whatever. We know that Taker's going to appear in the ring. So instead of just saying, rest in peace, and, like, making it like a baller moment, he just goes, as I was saying. No, you're the Undertaker. You don't say, as I was saying.
Right.
That's what middle management says.
Yeah. Also, like, Roman didn't act surprised enough for you to need to say that. Like, you could have just continued to... That's part of my problem with Roman.
You
is
just
that he
needed
has
to
very
pop
dead
in
eyes.
and say rest in peace.
Yeah.
That is a way... I was just disappointed as somebody who... I mean, I know Taker's never been, like, a great promo, but as somebody who has been in this business for a really long time, like, timing is everything.
Yeah.
Pop in, rest in peace, pop out.
Yeah.
That's the beat.
Yeah, I agree.
That bothered me so much on, like, a fundamental, like, theatrical level.
Yeah, that's why.
As I was saying, we are all here.
Right.
We all heard you.
We're
that
all
was
paying attention.
10 seconds ago.
Right?
We all know.
You literally just had to wait for the cheering to stop.
Also, you're Undertaker. Even if I had just turned in, I don't need you to say as I was saying.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
Rest in peace is, like,
we get it.
kind of your thing.
Kind of your catchphrase, dude. It's cool. You could just say it. That's true. Also, I love that Undertaker just chills under the ring the whole show. He's like, do I want to be backstage with these fucking jabronis? No. Put me with a tray of Gatorade underneath of this ring and I'll just chill here for 2.5 hours. Like,
A whole tray? What if the ring broke? He would die.
I mean, it wouldn't break.
But what if it did?
I mean, then he would be kind of fucked. But even if the
Then I guess he'd be kind of fucked.
well, even if the beams of the ring broke, though, it's not like the whole thing would collapse on top of him. Like the supports would break and it would sag first. He would be fine. There's like a second layer of support beams underneath there, which he's presumably underneath.
He's old. Why does he sit under there so
I
much?
agree. They need to put a fucking mattress down there
Maybe
for
they
him.
do.
I don't think that they do. From what I've heard, the glimpses that have been accidentally caught, he gets a tray of Gatorade, and I was not
whole
kidding.
tray?
Yeah, like a tray of Gatorade, just to make sure that he's hydrated the whole time. Because it's probably hot as shit down there. He's just laying there on his stomach, chilling. Like, I'm real bored, guys, but at least I don't have to hold court anymore.
Do you
I
think
don't
he
give
has,
a
like,
fuck.
a podcast in?
I don't know what he does.
And
Maybe
they
he
just text
listens.
him, like,
Maybe he
you're almost
meditates.
up.
Yeah.
What if he ever fell asleep?
I don't think he would. I think it would be really
It's very
difficult.
loud.
It would be very difficult to fall asleep.
Wouldn't it
under
be
there.
kind of scary? Like, you don't know when people are gonna, like
Like, whack
Ah!
into it, yeah, like,
oh my
oh,
god.
fuck.
Maybe he's just terrified under there the whole time.
I love the idea of Taker just like, ah!
That's so funny to me. I don't know. I think that Roman Reigns, every time you think that storyline-wise somebody should go over The Undertaker, they don't.
That's true, but I feel like if anyone is gonna... Because the whole thing is, it's whose yard is it? Are they really gonna say that it's not Roman's yard? Like, no. No.
I'm gonna be contrary. I think Taker wins because Taker.
Okay. I mean, I totally understand that. Absolutely. Other than Brock and Roman, I think anybody else would beat him. I don't think Roman is gonna beat him.
Universal Championship match, Goldberg versus Baby Shark.
Baby Shark's gonna win. I don't know how. How long do you think this match is going to be? What's your over-under?
I think that Goldberg's going to win.
In what amount of time?
I don't want Baby Shark to win. I don't know. If Goldberg wins, like, 2 minutes. If Brock Lesnar wins, like, 6.
Yeah, I was going to say, like, 4
I don't think it's going to be long.
No, it's not. It's not going to be longer than 8 with entrances.
I don't think it's going to be the closer. I know people are going back and forth, like, which one's going to close, but, like...
I think it is.
But it's going to be so short, and I don't think it's going to be that exciting.
I think that's why it's going to be last, because they can cut time from that match.
But I don't think it's going to be exciting.
Yeah.
Do they want to close on an exciting moment?
I mean, yes, but
like,
it's also
even
6
though
hours long.
The match between Triple H and Roman Reigns maybe wasn't like a barn burner.
It was
like
so long.
It was way too long. But
there was
too long. Dope entrances and like there was a lot of payoff in the match, and it had like at least some buzz, if not like excitement.
Yeah. Well, there's already just buzz built into this match because it's the 3rd time, and Goldberg speared Lesnar and beat him in 2 minutes.
Goldberg.
I do not think that Goldberg is gonna win. And I also don't think it's going to be very long. I feel like we might get a surprise, like 4 suplexes in a row, and then Brock just pins him.
Well, Brock has to F5 him, I think.
Yeah, you're probably right. Handful of suplexes, F5, match over.
Or he gets speared and jackhammered and somehow kicks out, and that's like the breaking of the superhero thing, and then he suplexes him and F5s him.
That's fine with me. I can deal with that. I don't care about this match.
Nobody does.
If it's the last match...
Do people care about this match?
Yeah, if you actually care about this match, let us know. Because I don't know anyone who's excited about it. Even my casual fan friends are like, I don't give a fuck about this.
Yeah.
So if you are excited about it, let us know. I would actually like to know who is excited about this match.
WWE Championships match, Bray Wyatt versus Randy Orton.
I really want this to be the actual last match. I think it's bullshit if it's not.
I am very excited for this match. The end stuff on SmackDown Live, storyline-wise, and theatrically, really, all didn't make sense to me, and I hated it. And I like mystical bullshit stuff. Here are the holes I'm going to poke into this. Why would Bray Wyatt still leave the compound unprotected?
Yeah, because he has no one left. Everyone's gone.
Yeah, but when they did the faux deletion or whatever, there were like 1,000 Wyatts.
That's true.
There's nobody that was left in WWE, maybe, but there are like a billion Wyatts.
That's true. And there are all those sheet mask people.
All the sheet masks. We are always led to believe that Bray Wyatt has a huge flock.
Yeah, you're right.
So, and also, why would the thing that Bray Wyatt, like, dubbed or whatever the week before, like, the little weird cross thing.
Yeah.
That Bray Wyatt, like, intimidated Randy Orton with. It's clearly part of Bray Wyatt's whole thing. Why would that fuck up Abigail? That doesn't make any sense. And also, if he really was fucking up Abigail, do you think Bray Wyatt would have had a bigger reaction?
Yeah.
So maybe we get a payoff where Bray Wyatt's like, bitch, you don't understand this mystical shit at all. I have been birthed in these ashes. Abigail's inside of me. You don't understand shit. There's nothing you can do to me. Your grasp of mythology in this world is bullshit. I murder you. Or there's some like weird, because it also just didn't make sense. So like, you effectively rewrote how and why Bray Wyatt loses all the time. So that you kind of like hit a reset button on him and you get a fresh start with him after having fucked up this character so much.
Yeah.
And then you just like underwrote like an escape route for your reset.
Yeah, it's weird. I feel like
it doesn't make any sense, and it was literally just absolutely unnecessary. Even if you wanted to build in an escape route, it is an unnecessary. Do that at Mania, you dum-dums. How did you beat me? This video package or whatever.
Yeah. I don't know.
And it was also production value shitty.
Yeah, true. I don't know. I wasn't really paying attention to it, which should tell you how much I cared for it.
And I like the mythical bullshit. And I, as somebody
fucking weird.
who, reads vampire books and is really into all that stuff, this just like functionally as a like mythology canon doesn't work.
They never know what to do with him. It's very bizarre.
But they were, like, starting to get it right.
Do you think he's going to win? I think that's part of this. If he wins, then I think it's fine that they did this.
Yes.
I think he wins, too. I think we're going to get some kind of surprise on Tuesday.
Tuesday?
Yes.
What kind of surprise on Tuesday?
I don't know. Maybe we get Sister Abigail, actually, finally. Maybe we get a new person who's coming to challenge him. Maybe Luke Harper comes for the belt. I feel like...
The match between him and Luke Harper was good.
Yeah, it was. Also, I love...
Except for all of the, like, spitting.
Yeah.
Nick was watching and he was like, I don't like the spitting. And I was like, you love Sami Callihan. All he does is spit.
Yeah,
I don't
that's
understand
true.
your preferences.
Very bizarre. I don't remember what I was going to say.
Who knows?
I was going to say, I really like Luke Harper's new black tank top. Now that he's a good guy, he gets
And
a non-gross one.
he is.
I know, he looks great. He and Bray both look great.
Yeah.
Good for them.
I mean,
getting
Bray
their fitness
doesn't
on.
look great.
No,
but,
I mean, like, for Bray looks great. Yeah, for sure.
Bray has, like, weird teeth. They're like baby chiclet teeth.
Bray has bad hair, so, you know, there's lots of things to complain
But, like,
about
tiny
here.
teeth with a big beard is just, like, a weird... That's not nice. That wasn't a nice thing to say.
I've never noticed his teeth ever.
I notice everyone's teeth.
Really?
I think because I had braces for a long time, I'm like
Oh, yeah.
paranoid about my teeth, so I think I'm just hyper aware about other people's teeth.
Yeah, I get that. I never had braces. I had to reset my own front tooth once, though.
What?
Yeah. My, I think it's this one. My adult tooth grew in before the baby tooth was even loose. And so they both grew in at the same time. And so I had to, like, pull my tooth out and reset the adult one slowly over, like, several weeks because the gum was still all fucked up because my baby tooth fell out. And, like, set it with a popsicle stick over, like, a month.
How old were you?
Like, let's see. I lived in my parents' new house, and it must have been, like, 8. It was one of my last baby teeth.
Did you just, like, make that up, or did the dentist tell you to do that?
My grandma was a nurse for a long time, and she was the one that recommended it. And so we did that, and we were like, oh, if this doesn't work, I'm going to need braces anyway, because my tooth is fucked up. And it worked. Can't even tell. My teeth are a little crooked on the front, because one of them
Not really, though.
Yeah, this one is
I mean, you
it's
have,
like,
like,
behind it a little
a
bit.
scary giant mouth.
It's true,
but-
I do. Ah! You can't see my mouth, because this is a podcast.
You do have a large mouth.
It's true. It's okay.
I mean, it works for your
huge
face.
smile. Yeah, that's why people like
Your
approach me in
smile
public.
is weirdly bigger than your mouth.
It is. It stretches way past my mouth. It just spreads across my face like sunshine. Do you think that Bray's gonna win? Did you say that?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I did say that, and yes, I do believe that. How dare you? Ugh.
What do you think the match of the night's gonna be?
Let's look back at this list. I think Bray Wyatt and Randy Orton has the potential
I agree.
to be that. I think that Kevin and Chris and the SmackDown women and Neville and Austin Aries, I think, will be the 4 best.
We didn't talk about Nikki and John and Miz Maurice.
Oh my god, I skipped them! I skipped them, they're right there. John Cena and Nikki Bella versus Miz and Maurice. Just like I'm not wearing my glasses right now.
They're sitting next to you.
Yeah, I just don't feel like wearing them.
Nikki and John win. I got into an argument.
I really want Miz and Maurice too.
I know, but I again, WrestleMania is about moments. Gino and I got into an argument about this match. My biggest problem with this is that I think the SmackDown Women's Championship belt should have better placement than a no-stakes mixed tag grudge match. Like, it seems very bizarre to me that the belt means less than this. I get it that it's John Cena.
It did bother me when John Cena was, like, hyping the women's revolution, and I was like,
you literally took
are you
their
kidding
spot.
me right now?
Right, exactly. Like, you
Are
guys
you that dumb?
took this spot. This is ridiculous. Like, and I think that Maurice has been killing it. Like, Total Bellas bullshit is art. It's amazing.
It's
been
beautiful.
Fucking amazing. Daniel O'Brien.
Mrs. Daniel O'Brien.
It was just so good. And I love when they got real serious at the end. And when fucking Nikki Bella was talking about going to the Kid's Choice with John, it was like, that's the only time you'll ever have children with John Cena. I literally gasped. It was me and Michael alone in our apartment. And I was just like, oh my God. It was so scandalous. Like, what a shitty thing to say. It was just so deep. And I was like, oh, girl, oh my God. So, like, Maurice is killing it. She's really fucking great on the mic.
Maurice has, like, insane timing, actually.
Yeah, she's really.
I want to watch the Marine 5 because I want to see if Maurice is actually like a good actor. I have a feeling that she is.
She might be, yeah.
I have a feeling that Maurice is like secretly really good.
But I feel like the thing that we are all forgetting is that Maurice is not a very good wrestler and hasn't wrestled in a really long time.
She's an okay wrestler.
But she's not a great wrestler.
No.
Like, Nikki Bella is not a great wrestler either. She's a very good wrestler now, but she's not even a great wrestler. And so I'm very worried about the women's wrestling parts of this. That I think has the potential to maybe be weird, but like I think that they've done such a great job with the storyline that they can make it work.
Yeah,
and it
can be a lot. It can be like kind of like strong style and like look very physical.
Right, exactly. I'm interested to see Maurice's gear. I want to see what she's wearing. Like I'm very interested in that. I feel like if John Cena doesn't propose at the end of this match, I'm going to be okay with that. And if he does propose at the end of the match, I'm going to cry. So, like, I feel like either way, it's going to go very well.
I don't think I will cry.
I think that they are already engaged. And I think that's why they're doing this.
How many times do you think you will cry during WrestleMania?
Oh, probably at least 3 or 4.
I'm guessing 3 for me.
Yeah. I will also be at your house with a bunch of other people. If I was alone in my own apartment, I would definitely cry at least 4 times. At least. In public in your apartment, maybe 3. Probably 3. I'll probably cry during both of the women's matches.
Yeah.
And then probably Nikki and the mixed tag. Probably. I can't imagine any other time that I would cry. Unless someone like really shocking shows up, and then I might like cry tears of joy. That happens sometimes too.
Yes, tears are unpredictable.
I never used to be a crier. It's only in like the last 5 years that now I like cannot control it. It's bad.
Funny. Yes, I think that Nikki and John win, even though I want Miz and Maurice to win because I like Miz and Maurice more.
Yeah, but like Maurice doesn't need to. Like Nikki's gonna pin Maurice, and Nikki's like that's good. Just like,
but is Nikki being forced to retire? Have we heard anything about that?
I haven't heard anything else. I've heard that this is possibly her retirement match. I feel like
they would hype up her retirement match more.
Yeah, I feel like they would too. Although it's possible that she comes out on Tuesday and it's like, I won. This is all I need. I'm gonna retire now. Like that's also very possible.
Yeah.
And like, if she's still having fucking tingling down her arm all the time, like I don't want her to wrestle all that much more. So I don't know. I feel like you're right. I feel like they would have hyped it up more. Although they didn't hype up Bree's retirement. The only reason we really knew about that
is they did.
Sort of. They didn't address it at all during WrestleMania because they wanted to save it for Total Bellas and for Total Divas. So
yeah, but they kind of did.
I mean, sort of, but like there was that moment at the end where they raised her into the air and Nikki came out, but no one ever said on the show, this is Bree's last match. And I don't even know if they said it the night before either.
Yeah, they did.
Did they?
Yeah. It wasn't super hype, but yes, they did.
Okay.
It was, yes, they did.
Okay.
They mentioned it. They didn't make a huge deal out of it, but they mentioned it.
Okay.
Super keyed into Brie Bella.
Yeah, that's true. If anyone would know, it would be you.
Any other thoughts?
I'm excited for WrestleMania, even if I think some of the card placement and some of the matches are bullshit.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be a spectacle.
Yeah, I'm
all weirdly
about
excited
mermaids.
to watch Pitbull.
I am not.
Give me the green light.
I'm pissed the SmackDown tag teams.
Yes,
not
but
they're
they're not going to never have a musical guest.
Yeah, I know.
It should have been the Intercontinental match on the kickoff show. That's the logical thing.
Yeah, it's. I just think it's irritating.
1 step forward, 4 steps back.
Yeah, right. And I feel bad for the Usos and for American Alpha, to be honest.
I feel really bad about that. Yeah, they're all in the fucking Andre the Giant battle.
Yeah, it's stupid. Like,
but I do feel good for Tyler Breeze.
I love Tyler Breeze so much. I love him and Fandango. They're so supportive.
Him jumping up and down with Dana Bryan, buckle up, just like bouncing.
Tyler, where did you come from? Like, I just loved that. I thought it was great. I had someone say to me that Fandango and Tyler are like the Billy and Peyton of the main roster.
They're like the Billy and Payne, but they have the potential to be like a new day of SmackDown if they let them.
Yeah, absolutely.
Obviously in a very different way, but like the funny team that everyone loves that is actually good at wrestling.
Right, exactly. Tyler used his finisher and they didn't know what it was called.
It's called a beauty shot.
I know. It was really sad. There was this like weird pause.
Been, like trash lately, so
it was really fucking weird.
Dave Detongo like barely talks and is like clearly whatever. Tom Phillips is like holding it together any way he can, and JBL's JBL.
Yeah.
And I mean, it sucks why Morrow's not there, but like at least WWE is giving him time.
Yeah.
And like seems to not be shitty about it.
Yeah,
so.
I totally agree.
Why does Corey Graves hold his hands like Mr. Burns all the time?
Because he's an evil bad man. He's the evil man. Don't you know? Can't you see his hair and his outfits and his hand posture? I don't know. I literally think it's just how he thinks evil people hold their hands. I don't know. I watched one of his matches from
Not
NXT. Great. Weird. I really disliked it. I don't like it at all. I want you to keep your clothes on.
Never have to see it ever again.
Right? I want you to keep your clothes on at all times. I want you to be fully dressed in a very sharp suit. And I want you to have a headset on. I do not need to see you half naked ever again, Corey Graves. Thank you. Good day.
Thank you. A good day. All right. That's it.
That's it. Yep.
You can follow us on the internet. I'm at Stella_Cheeks.
I'm at Urgency.
You can find us on CageSideSeats.com where you can read about our takeover predictions and my TNA thoughts.
You can email us questions or whatever at notyourdemo@gmail.com.
And that's it. Tumblr.
We have a Tumblr. We do have a Tumblr. I forget about it.
Yes, I know. Jerk.
Whatever. I can't post to it from my phone.
Figure your shit out.
I'm sorry that Android sucks and I'm a poor and can't get a better phone.
Why is there not a Tumblr app?
No, there is. I can't post from it on my phone. Like, it just doesn't work. I've tried several times to post on the Tumblr.
Don't you have a computer?
I have a Chromebook, so sort of. I only use it to write papers. I didn't have a computer for like 4 years.
Oh, your life is weird.
Whatever. I'm an old lady.
Yes.
It's true. Anything else? Is that it?
Yeah.
What? Did you do the... wait.
I said yeah.
Dummies? Dummies?
You asked me a question and I responded, and then you were confused because you thought we were doing our catchphrase.
Yeah. I asked if there was anything else, and you said yeah, and then you just stopped talking.
No. No, is what I meant to say. I worked for...
Being a dick? You were such a dick to me right then. You're being the idiot. You're the one who's wrong here.
You're a stupid idiot.
You're a stupid idiot.
I worked so many hours.
Demis.
Yeah.
Glorious. No, I won't give in until I'm victorious. And I will defend.
Talking. Stand right there and talk into the microphone.
Hello, Alexis.
Because you sound less like a gay robot.
That's how my voice sounds. That's how my voice sounds. Like Fred Schneider.
Oh yeah, he does sound like a gay robot.
Yeah, that's an improv warm-up game. Called like, hey Fred Schneider, what did you do today? And it's just like, I went to the beach and had a good time.
Can you go get me my LaCroix out of the fridge?
No.
It's open, please.
No!
Daddy, where do babies come from?
Honey?
Mommy went to the store.
Oh, well, you see, there's a mommy and a daddy, right?
Right.
And see, when they call Geico, they could save a bunch of money on car insurance.
Oh, really? And that makes them happy?
Yes, that makes them very happy.
That's good.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad we could have this talk, sunshine.
Geico, because saving 15% or more on car insurance is always a great answer.
Progressive presents Mindfulness with Flow.
You are a mighty fortress of supreme knowledge. Progressive Direct has not only revealed their rates, but those of their competitors. If you were any more in the know, you would be drowning in, the know.
Compare Progressive Direct rates with competitors' rates, because knowledge is power. Visit Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Comparison rates not available in all states or situations. Prices vary based on how you buy.